So today we are going to talk about empathy. Okay? As we said yesterday, anybody remembers what empathy is?
It's the opposite of apathy.
Yes, very good. Yeah. And what means empathy?
To put you in the feelings of the customer, so to show that you care what he feels.
Yeah. Well, there are two fundamental questions when we're talking about empathy. The first question would be, why bother to show empathy? The second question would be, how do we show empathy? The answer to the first questions, there are actually a few possible answers. Why do we bother to show empathy? Because most of the people dislike conflicts. Because by showing empathy, we are becoming smarter. We are getting new information from others. And we'll escalate conflict in a different way. And how to show empathy? Well, to say or to know how to show empathy, we have to distinguish between two things, empathy and sympathy. Because many people are confusing empathy with sympathy. Let's open our presentation. Let's define sympathy. What sympathy is? Sympathy is the act of imagining and interpreting the thoughts, experiences, and perspectives of others from our own lens, our own history, experiences, priorities, and values. Let's give an example of sympathy to let you understand more what that is. Imagine a woman, a pregnant woman, who's delivering a baby. It's a woman in labor. It's a strange example, but it's there. So she's in labor, she's delivering the baby. She's in terrible pain. Now she's going to the hospital. Her husband is at home. And her husband wants to show her empathy. And he's asking her, "It is hurting you, does it hurt you?" "Yes," she says, "it hurts me." "Oh, I understand you, my dear," he says. "I understand you very much because once I strained my back and I know what pain is." When the woman hears that, she wants to throw the first object, beat him with the first object that she gets, because no man is able to understand what a woman in labor feels. No man can experience delivering a baby. Yeah, so he cannot compare his back pain with the woman's pain when she's in labor. So he's not showing her sympathy. He's showing her, he's not showing her, empathy. He's showing her sympathy, because he is actually imagining and interpreting her thoughts, experience from his own lens, from his own history and experience and value. Okay? Okay, let's see what empathy is. Empathy, unlike sympathy, empathy is the act of attempting to understand the thoughts, experiences, and perspective of others from their own lens, from their history, experiences, priorities, and values. There is no I in empathy, it's you. And let's imagine the same woman in labor. This time, her husband is there and he's asking her, "Tell me, is there your worst pain, the worst pain you ever had in your life?" She says, "Yes." "Okay, if I could help you with anything, oh God, I want to help you. And he's there with her, trying to help her, trying to support her. Okay? This time he's showing her empathy. Okay? He's not sympathizing with her, giving her his own example. He's trying to understand her pain from her point of view. Okay? Okay. Let's see what empathy is. Empathy is listening. Listening to others. Well, you have a problem. Perhaps you have a problem at your school or something. And if I want to show you empathy, yeah, I would actually ask you a question on how it is and what it was. And I would say, oh yes. So I listen to you. I give you the chance to talk. And you have someone listening to your problem. That's empathy. It's asking questions for aid and clarification and understanding. For example, you tell me, yeah, I have this problem. I was supposed to go to the university to get my result, my exam result. But I couldn't go because I had training. Yeah? And I would ask you questions and tell me about and how it was. But did you make something in your exam? Was your exam good? Good. So I want to clarify your problem to make sure that you are actually solving till the end of the story. Okay, this is asking a question. Then, in empathy, you are temporarily suspending your own ideas, opinions, and emotions, particularly anger and resentment. Best parallel validation. I will tell you an example. You may like it or not. Okay, I usually give the opposite example that people might like it, but this time I'll give the other example that you will not like it. Imagine your boyfriend, your girlfriend, yeah, is meeting the ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. It's bad, it's painful, it's terrible. You are angry, you don't like the idea. Okay. But you don't know why she met him or he met her. Don't know. And how can you find out? You know, you may get upset and you say, I don't want to see her again, she met him. I don't want to see him again, he met her. But how can you clarify the situation if you don't listen to her? This is the moment when you show empathy. This is the moment when you are suspending your own ideas and opinions and emotions and anger and resentment, and you have to talk to the person and try to be the person's friend. It can happen in life. It happened to me. It happens to everyone. Yeah, and this is the moment when you don't have to show that you're angry and no. It's the moment when you listen to the person and ask person, why have you done? And the person has the chance to tell you. Yes, because I had something at her place and that she had to give it back to me, or because there was an ugly thing that happened at the end. I wanted an explanation because I felt very hurt and I wanted to clarify that thing and just be free in mind and let my heart be open for you only. And I forgot about her or him. But if you didn't listen to the person, you would never hear that. And this is the moment, and again I say, when you are not listening from the girlfriend-boyfriend point of view. You are listening from the friend point of view. Try to understand the person, because there are circumstances in life that are pushing us to do certain things. You never know if you don't ask, if you're not if you're not empathizing with someone. So being an empathetic person helps you be quieter, helps you have a peace of mind, helps you, in fact, as I was saying a little bit earlier, be smarter and show the people that you're wiser. And you get the respect of the other people much more than just getting upset and not wanting to listen to them. You may or may not agree with me, but it may happen, because this is life. Life is not that easy. It's how you see it and how how you answer to its challenges. Let's see what empathy is not. Empathy is not an attempt to assert your opinion, because you don't know what that person feels. You don't know what the other person's feelings are, so unless you listen to, so you do not assert your opinion. It's not an exercise to convincing others of your point of view, saying, no, you are wrong, I'm right. Or having them convince you of theirs. Okay, convince me that you are right. No, that's not empathy. No, empathy is listening. Okay? Empathy, as I was saying a bit earlier, is nothing that starts with I. There's no I in empathy. It's not an automatic agreement with the other's individual's perspective. No, it's not. Because if you talk and I tell you, yeah, you're right, that's not empathy. There's no acknowledgement that you are wrong in any way. I can be wrong. No, it's empathy is listening. This is what empathy is. Well, a few more important points about empathy. In the context of race and culture differences, we have not lived the experiences of other people. We don't know what it means to have a different color of skin. We don't know how it feels to have a different religion than we have. We don't even know what it is to be the opposite sex. We don't know how it is, so we cannot judge people for what they are, okay? Because that's not empathy anymore. Empathy is trying to take the people exactly the way they are. Well, because we don't know how it feels to be a prince, or how it feels to be a minister, or many other things. We don't know. And empathy must work both ways. What that means? It means that not only that we must make an effort to understand others, but we must be willing to examine and understand our own feelings. I mean, before showing empathy, we have to know what we feel. We have to understand what we feel. I mean, as we were saying yesterday, at the end of the evening, before you sleep, think of what you are, what you feel, what you have accomplished. So you understand yourself in order to understand the others. Empathy requires that we overcome stereotypes. Everybody knows what stereotypes are. Okay. There are jokes about blondes. Well, I'm not a natural blonde, but anyway, I know there are jokes about blondes. This is the first example I'm giving. Girls are saying, oh, guys, they are all the same. Guys are making jokes about girls. Oh, girls are doing without girls, you know, they are all the same. Then let's say Russians, oh, Russians everywhere, they are doing the same thing. Or say, oh, Americans, they are, you know, those are stereotypes. You know? They say about Jewish that are in a certain way, or they say about Irish people that are a certain way. This is stereotyping. So, if you want to show empathy to a person, you have to avoid stereotyping. Because if you look at me and you talk to me, considering that I'm a blonde, well, you're not going to show any empathy. You are going to think that I took my decisions in life as a blonde. Or I'm looking at you, you're a guy. Yeah, if I don't show empathy for your problems, I would say, oh, he's a guy, he's thinking with the left hemisphere of the brain, so, you know, this is or the right. No. So, there is no stereotyping in showing empathy. Willing question our opinions? No. Trust and temporary suspend judgment? Yes. So as we were saying before, we do not judge people in empathy. Okay? We must be willing to trust the other people's experiences because they might be different than ours. Okay? Many people believe that they are demonstrating empathy when really they are showing sympathy. Yeah? Now we know what is the difference between empathy and sympathy. Yes? Yes? Yes. So empathy requires patience, practice, because you are never going to do it from the first moment. You really can practice it. Because you may not feel like showing it. And that's why you need to practice it little by little. Whenever with your friends, remember this. Say, at this moment I want to show him empathy. And sometimes you don't feel like, but try to. You'll feel that you're doing something you just learned about. Okay? Adjustment of attitudes in the interest of learning something new and creating peace with others. Sometimes you do not agree, you disagree with the other people, with your friends, they are having different opinions than you have, and you may fight for a reason or another. Each one of you will think that he is right. In showing empathy, you are actually creating a peace with the other person. And the reward of empathy is gaining wisdom about others' experiences and perspective. It's resolving conflict quicker. It gives greater intercultural understanding, better relationship, racial harmony, and last but not least, peace. And we say peace on earth, because if there will be empathy, there will not be like wars. Yeah, if the stereotyping will be avoided, there will not be war. Yeah. Okay. So this was about empathy. The presentation was about empathy.